What's happening, all you hip, cool cats? Chances are you already saw the title of this video. That's right, many of you have been demanding for it, asking for it, threatening to join the forces of chaos if we never return back. So grab a cup of recaf, be sure to get a sandpaper cigarette, and be sure to grab some good rations. I promise, they're not corpse starch. I promise. I promise. And get ready to enjoy a series that I have been looking forward to returning back to. I got a call from Segmentum Command, and they said, Kit from Chicago Reacts, you must give the people what they want. And what they want more of is, if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device. That's right, we are returning back to the series. Now, unfortunately, the wonderful, incredible, outstanding, legendary Kira is not in the house to join me. But I will continue on with these reactions solo. And we will be starting with Episode 10, The Bold and the Foolish. So, again, be sure to support the original content creators, Alfabusa, Bruva Alfabusa, to be more precise. Please support the original content creators. I mean, you know, let's face it, it's the right thing to do. And we're so grateful for all your support as well. But seriously, be sure to support this YouTube channel, because if you haven't been following them, they're also doing their own series as well. And they do a lot of hard work. So if you're not familiar with their YouTube channel already, we'll have the link to the original video there in the description box below, because I am more than happy to support Warhammer 40k content creators. I'm always going to happy to support any content creators, but Warhammer 40k is going to hold a special place in my heart. So without further ado, we are returning back, If the Emperor Had Text-to-Speech Device. Episode 10, Bold and Foolish. So since I'm in charge of the ones and twos, I'm going to hit that play button for all you hip cool cats. So, oops. The Emperor protects, and do not waste what the Emperor provides. It's the Inquisition! His love.
Before you say another word, your evidence, before you burn me like a heretic, listen to me. There is something I must do. This woman leaves behind a suffering child. There is none but me who can intercede. In the Emperor's name, 3 days are all I need. Then I'll return. I pledge my word. Then I'll return. You must make me bad. I want you across the earth.
For all of you who don't know, there was a movie. I think it's called Watch the chat's gonna rip me apart. The film's called Les Miserables or something like that, right? And Russell Crowe is singing in it. And you know what? More power to him. There you go.
You can never change.
Give him a chance.
Damn it all. Not a single useful subject has been found yet. Don't they understand that sitting around here is incredibly...
So for those of you who don't remember, we have Gareth Madoff, who thought there's a heretic. Little does he know that the Emperor speaks again through a text-to-speech device. Thank you to the Adaptus Mechanicus. Your toasters are well underway. Plus, 2 brand spanking new microwaves.
Boring.
And if you keep on working on that project, there might be a Vitamix thrown in there as well.
It's like being inside a retirement home.
Hey, Fyodor, isn't it boring around here? Incredibly boring.
Oh, Dominic.
Be quiet, Dominic. It's what I just said.
Don't be mean to Dominic. Don't be mean. He loves you, man. He loves you, bro.
Oh, that's what I just said. You know what would be fun? Letting me sit on your throne. I've always dreamed of being up on that throne and all the fun things I could do up there.
I said, quiet! Giving me a headache.
No, you be quiet.
Can someone feed the goat so he quiets down?
Bah.
You important High Lord things here.
Shut up, little Billy! Now, to the business at hand. What were we discussing? I think it was something relating to banning the breathing of air from anyone that is not us. Air is one of the few natural resources left on Terra, and if all of the normals use it, but not left for us.
Show me another reason to place your lungs with care.
Well, I'm not sure. My generals need to breathe as well to make commands. Whatever it is they are commanding again. I don't think you can do that very well without air. Slap them!
I usually seem to generate currents of air right before I have to poo.
Wait, isn't breathing important?
Yes, it is.
Lay down.
I should just go up there and find the heretic myself.
Sure, we have urgent news.
Oh, hey, are you the guys I sent to buy my sandpaper cigarettes? I really need my fix of nicotine and throat lacerations. How else do you think I always sound so calm and sexy?
What is it that you want? Don't you three have some sewage to investigate?
We were confronted by 3 custodians while
3 very sexy custodians, by the way.
interrogating some citizens.
Custodies? You're joking me, are you not?
No.
Custodies never leave the Imperial Palace.
They were right there, though. And the custodians told us that the Emperor really is the one who sent the message.
In the name of 1,000 dead fucking heretics, are you saying?
Kiss these are the heretics we are looking for.
Well, in that case, we're all walking straight into the Imperial Palace and taking those mutant exhibitionists with us.
No.
Hold your mega chairs for just a moment, Inquisitor.
Yeah.
What do you think you were doing?
Not you.
Stop
Suspicious.
standing around there all silent and dead like an unplugged fucking Mechanicus out and tell me who these space marines are. This anticipation is for some reason killing me. Then again,
Oh. The Blood Ravens. Good. We'll send more. Borealum.
I'm a decaying corpse, so that might also be a contributing factor.
Well, they are renowned in the Imperium for stealing a lot of relics from...
Borrowing. Not stealing. But seriously, if you ever meet them, bolt everything down.
both other chapters and factions within the Imperium. It's not really known how they do it, or exactly why, but they have somehow managed to amass a astounding amount of orchid due to this.
So what are they called?
I believe they're called... the
The blood.
something. Actually, I don't remember.
Wait the fucking go. Dildo head.
The Blood Ravens. Who would... I remember, like, I forget which YouTube content creator was talking about the Blood Ravens, and they were playing. They had an army of Blood Angels, and somebody apparently told them, "Hey, you painted your Blood Ravens wrong." No. Again, I don't know what YouTube video that's from. But it's a story from a content creator, and it had to do with the Blood Ravens and how they had an army of Blood Angels, so, yeah.
You just reached a whole new level of stupid. The
Oh.
disappointing kind of stupid. Come to think of it, did you say chapter? As in, only a singular chapter within an entire legion is good at this?
Oh, no, my lord, they are not part of a legion.
Why the fuck would there ever exist a single chapter outside of a legion?
Well, you see, 7 years after the War's Heresy, an event took place known as the Second Founding.
The second
Reboot Gilliman, our favorite blueberry boy.
founding? Oh man, this already sounds about as unnecessary as the Dark Eldar. Wasn't the appropriately named Only Founding good enough?
Actually, I think the name was changed to the First Founding after they came up with the second one.
Really? Wow. What an unbelievable excess of stupid.
Anyway, the Primarch of the Ultramarines, Robert Gulliver.
My singular cybernetic, I just detected a large rise in ignorance and hubris in this room from the mere mention of that name.
Created a Codex Astartes, which is a set of rules and guidelines that nowadays is used by thousands of Space Marine chapters throughout the galaxy.
Thousands?
The Codex Astartes became the foundation for a second founding, as Gulliver decreed that all legions still loyal were to be split up and organized into armies consisting of roughly 10 companies each. One of these chapters were to retain their parent legion's original name, symbol, and color scheme, while the others could basically go and do whatever they wanted with that.
So now we've got fucking Ultramarine babies spread out across the entire galaxy, all secluded from the rest of the Imperium, to form their own beliefs, dogmas, and hatreds inspired by the original, which was already an enormous pile of stupid to begin with. Seriously, are you actively trying to make my life even more difficult?
Well...
In addition, this dumb book has split up.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm talking to you, sitting down, my fellow Warhammer 40k enthusiasts. I know that there's a lot of hatred towards the Ultramarines. People call them Mary Sues. And people give a lot of crap towards Gilliman. But I have read the trilogy, Dark Imperium. And yes, I am a fan of the Ultramarines. Long live the realm of Ultramar. And yes, I do laugh at the jokes about them being perfect at everything. But let's be very clear here. If you found yourselves transported in the realm of 40k, which is a nightmare universe, and the Ultramarines saved you, I'm pretty sure all of us would be like, oh, thank goodness it's the Ultramarines, right? And what I find interesting in Dark Imperium is that Gilliman is admitting to himself that, hey, I made a mistake splitting apart the legions. I made a mistake dividing up the 500 realms, and that, you know, he's admitting he made his mistakes. So let's be polite in the comment section so you that's watching. I'm asking you, sitting down. I hope you're enjoying your tasty beverage and tasty snack. What are your thoughts on Gilliman? Reboot Gilliman, the 13th Primarch, Lord Commander of the Imperium, especially with his recent character development in Dark Imperium, and since when he was awakened and in the Dark Imperium trilogy. How do you feel about his actions and in the book, and how he's reflecting on how he came up with the second founding when he took over? Because I think Gilliman gets a lot of unnecessary hatred. That's me. So I want to hear what your opinion is, and please, let's be polite to everyone's opinions. You know, let's be a friendly community here, right? But and hey, 10 out of 10. Make sure it's a life-changing video. Be sure to put that in the comment section below. But my thoughts on Gilliman is that, you know, the way he was designed, he's not a politician. He's a statesman. He knows how to build empires, and he's very good at logistics. And obviously, when the warp storm hit, he really must have thought that the Emperor was dead. And so he had to come up with a contingency plan to preserve whatever was left of the Imperium. Hell, he named Sanguinius, like, the Emperor over Ultramar and any other worlds left in the Imperium. You know, he gave up his own power. And I always feel like maybe Gilliman was just trying to, I think, reasonably see, like, okay, I don't want another Horus heresy, even though obviously splitting up the legions, now that he admits it was his own mistake. I think he was acting somewhat rational. And you also have to remember, too, that the Emperor never really told any of the Primarchs about chaos. In fact, the Emperor really never told them about his Webway project that he was working on, was the Golden Throne. So, you know, a lot of the Primarchs were probably caught off guard with what the Emperor was doing. I think Gilliman does get a lot of unnecessary hate, but tell me in the comment section below, do you think it's warranted? What are your thoughts on his character now? Because the way I look at Gilliman is at, and I'm going to take this maybe from Baldemar, who did a video on Ultramar, in which he said, you know, he needs his brothers. And I think Gilliman needs his brothers. I think he misses them. And obviously he needs them because there's only so much even he can do in the nightmare realm that is the 41st or 42nd millennium.
The Empyrean's mighty bulwark and made it into a rotten picket fence that even a small child could break down. What made you people think that this was a good idea?
But my lord, Gulliman's intentions were noble. He recognized that in order for something like the Horus Heresy to not ever be possible again, the massive marine armies should be separated and spread out.
And now the Xeno activity is more rampant throughout the galaxy than ever. Perhaps the Gurlaman's head wasn't stuck so far up his buttocks, fervently kissing his own ass, he would have proofread his work before publishing it. For all we know right now, there could be hundreds of chapters out there pledging their allegiance to chaos, or perhaps even worse. And we have no fucking idea about it or a way to stop it, because all our defenses are so thinly spread. There could even be chapters consoling and accepting both Xenos and Chaos worshippers into the ranks. Maybe even chapters so fucking reclusive and historically inept that their mere existence sound like something out of a disgustingly horrible and shitty fanfiction.
Do you guys have the feeling we're being shit on really hard right now?
Shouts on.
You fish. I thought that you were going to win this poker game, but it was actually I, Fresh!
Fucking damn it, Gilsman.
Good old Eliphas.
Speaking of which, did you tell them to cut his life support yet? It is very fucking important. Actually, when you've done that, make sure to bring that status field power adapter here. I might need that extra power to charge my data slate to play whatever new Battle Mace 42 million game is out, or whatever else might exist. Not Call of Duty, though. They seriously need to stop releasing those shitty fucking rehash games every year.
Right.
So who wants to tell the Emperor? It's not going to be me, folks, about Call of Duty.
My lord, I'll make sure not to forget it this time.
I kid.
Actually, come to think of it, are the Ultramarines somehow connected to all bad things that has happened for the last 10,000 years?
No.
It feels like we keep bringing them up all the time.
Because they're the best there is.
Well, they have kind of become the poster boys of the Imperium, so can't really avoid mentioning them. Oh, speaking of which, I actually remember the name of that feeding chapter now.
Really? What is it then?
The name of the chapter is The
Blood.
I'm so sorry for interrupting you, little kitten, but we have something very important to inform you two about.
Oh shit, it's my eternal torment upon this throne made manifest again.
You see, we were outside the palace, traveling through the spires of terror, when we noticed that everything was on fire.
Not in the usual sacred incense burning way either.
Yes, indeed. Apparently there are inquisitors running amok all around the planet. They're looking for the one who sent that message demanding the disbanding of the Inquisition and the Adaptus Ministoris.
So they have arrived.
Holy Imperator Berries, really?
Really? I suggest we go to the High Lords immediately. Perhaps the Inquisitorial representative can be argued with.
If not, we can just, eat him or something.
There is no time to be lost.
There is no time to be lost. Battle brothers. Custodians. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm fucking down.
I was foolish to believe you would hold a promise like this one. You are untrustworthy filth, not ever worthy of the Emperor's blessing.
I am the only one here, worthy of the Emperor's blessing. I am the only one who's going to save him from his very own corrupted bodyguard.
You are not entering the...
And that is BS because we all know the real truth. No custodian has ever fallen to chaos. Okay? Okay.
Palace, Theodore.
I would like to see you try and stop me.
I'll gladly show you. Guards!
Yes! Well, They have certainly captured my heart. So there you go. Yeah.
Fyodor, we're surrounded.
Be quiet, Dominic.
Well, here we are, Fyodor. At long last, I can put you and your miserable little cult away, never to interfere with the Emperor's will again.
Foolish. Have you forgotten that my throne is a massive weapon arsenal?
Oh,
No! No!
we're gonna light you up like a sandpaper cigarette if I had one.
Oh, if you and the rest of Terra do not meet my demands, I will have this entire room and all of its inhabitants fall prey to my throne of judgment. It is too bad for you that this passing decree is still in effect.
Never!
Fyodor, you absolute ass.
Aw, don't feel too bad. At least my meltdown will fly away from this existence instead of splattering your blood across the floor. Because that was your primary concern, wasn't it?
Wow. I forgot how much of an asshole Mr. Fyodor Karamazov was. What a jackass and an incredibly hypocritical man.
I am going into that palace, and I alone will save the Emperor and the Imperium of Man!
Never! And so, we end Season 1. I know it's been a while since we've reacted to If the Emperor Had Text-to-Speech Device. So, here's the thing. We're only going to keep on reacting to more of them. If you guys are audience, be sure to comment and give us your feedback too, because we definitely want to know what you guys think, especially in regards to this series. Your thoughts of the conversation, and if you want us to finish it through from beginning, well, we already started in the beginning, but continue all the way on to its, well, sad finale. But see, I'm more than happy to go on this journey with all of you, our wonderful viewers and subscribers, because I love Warhammer 40k, and I really respect the work that Bruva, Alfabusa, and his team has done in regards to giving us wonderful content. Shame on you, Games Workshop, for doing this to them. But we're going to end it here. Teamwork makes the dream work, of course. Will Kitten and the fabulous custodians stop the Imperial Inquisition in time? Find out next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball GT. Peace.